All right, guys, so now we're going to set up Compass, which is a desktop tool to use to connect to your MongoDB database, and then we're going to import all of our data. So to get Compass, just go to mongodb.com and then Products, and you click on this under Tools, you'll see Compass, and then just go ahead and download it. And it doesn't matter if you're on Windows, Mac, Linux, whatever, it's cross-platform. So go ahead and download it. I obviously already have it installed, so I'm going to open it up. And what we want to do is from this page, and we're going to click Connect again like we did in the last video, but instead of drivers, we're going to click on Compass, and then we're going to copy that string right there. Okay, and then in Compass, we can paste that in and just replace the angle bracket password with your actual password, and then click Connect. All right, so as you can see, I already have, you can ignore the admin and local, those are going to be there whenever you create a new database, but Property Pulse, that's our database that I created within Atlas, and remember I added a properties collection, which obviously doesn't have anything in it right now. But we are connected to our database. We can access all of our data. We can add, create, read, update, and delete data here. So what I'd like to do is import the data or the properties from that JSON file that we have, which is this file right here. Now, one thing that we need to take note of is that when we import data, MongoDB will create the underscore ID on its own. So we don't want to include that in the file when we upload it, when we import it. So I think what I'm going to do, because I do want to keep the ID there for you guys, for the beginning of the course. So I think I'm just going to duplicate this, and I'm going to rename it. I'll just say properties underscore import, and then we're just going to go through and delete the underscore IDs. Okay, we can keep the owners there, even though later owner is going to be, it's going to be connected to the user collection that we're going to have. But I'm just going to get rid of all these underscore IDs. So that's 4, 5, 6, I believe there's 10, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so let's save that. Now what I'm going to do is come over to Compass, and you want to go to, you guys can't see my menu, my top menu, because I'm on a Mac. On Windows it would be like right here, but go to that menu and then go to Collection. Okay, actually make sure you're in the Properties collection. If it's not here, you can click the plus sign and create a new one, but in that collection, go to the collection menu item and then import data. And then you're going to see something like this. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm going to go to my home, dev, property pulse, and I'm going to choose that import JSON file. So it says to collection properties, property pulse.properties. I'll click stop on errors just in case there's something wrong, and then we'll click import. And there we go. So now we have 10 properties, and you can see it created the ID, which is called the object ID. It created that automatically. So now all of our fields are here. Anything that's an object, you can hit the arrow. You can see the rest of the fields here. So we should have 10. We have 1 through 10. All right, so excuse me, now that we have the data in our database, in the next video, we're going to connect to our database. So we're going to have a config file that connects through a tool called Mongoose. And you can delete the properties import. We no longer need that. But I'm going to keep the properties JSON here just for, so you guys have that in the repo. All right, so let's jump into the next video.